大高族に仕える僧か。直ちに明らかにせねば。
さっさと行け。
何なのさ、知ったことじゃないよ。
さっさと行け。
どの森も満足そうな顔をしておるが、本心なのか。もうこのものだ。この寺を足場にして南を攻めるつもりだろう。あやつが前進。
まず大高様はわしに夢を見せた。侍の襲来によって苦しめられるために、腹を空かせ血を吐いながら救いを求めるために。
夢だと。大高の毒を飲んだのだろうか。
しかし新たな道もお示しくださった。大高族に仕えれば抱えきれぬほどの福を得られるのだと。今宵ご一族が恐怖を安らぎに変えてくださる。さあ善を備えよ。
大高族は今宵来る。その前に皆を救い出さねば。信者を装い寺に入り、捕虜の居所を突き止めよ
う。やあ腹からよ、東山の番頭だ。侍から身内を救ってもらって以来、前神様にお仕えしてる。なぜこの寺に参られた？
糸という娘から前神様のお言葉を聞いたのだ。よろしければ捕虜の番をしよう。
あの者らは捕虜にあらず、苦しみにより心を失ったまでだ。本来は教えの意を悟るまでとどめるが、そなたには不要とお見受けする。そしてじきに息の皆も悟るだろう。大高様は我らの人力をお認めくださった。今宵ここに入りきらぬほどの褒美を携えて寺にいでますそうだ。
ここを足場にしてお言葉を広められよう。息の端から 息の外へも。
まさに夢のようだ。さて今は急ぎ仕上げに取り掛からねば。さあこちらへ。手を借りたい森の者がおれば助けてやりなさい。
ありがたい。よく励もう。
何故あがく。この者らは下るのだ。己の未来よ。
妹は全神様に殺されないだろうか。
どうしてそう思うんだ。
全神様は
大鷹の幻。
あんた見ない顔だね。森は私が決めるんだけど。
寺の番に手を貸すよう頼まれた。全神様の教えを学びたい。
さらば私らの腹からだね。全神様の教えに従えば安らぎを得られるよ。
そうであろう。なれども他の腹からはどうだ。教えを解くためよその者を誘ったとか。
そうさ、苦しみから救ってやるんだ。
その者らはどこだ。
森が近づけないところさ。そこでは百姓の女子も戦に慣れた男も皆教えに従うようになる。ではよく働け、腹からよ。
話すことはできません。苦しみに打ち勝たなくては。いたわしい。
夜でない。
そうか。奉公をと思ったのだが。
中の奴らに飯を持ってきたよ。
入ることはできんか。出ることもこの小屋怪しいな。
扉が開いたら逃げるよ。
バンがいるぞ。
バカを言うんじゃない。ここから出たければ教えに従うしかないんだ。
ここか。今逃がせば血が流れる。人目がなくなる時まで待つか。十分に探った。逃がすべき時を見定めよう。
おい、新参だな。こっちに寄ってけ。
腹からよ。しばし休んでもよいか。
来い来い。だが酒を飲みたいってんならどっかから持ってきな。
どうしてみんな寺に来ないのかね。大鷹が来てくれれば誰一人飯の苦労をしなくて済むってのに、酒の苦労も。
使えてりゃタダで食える。
皆寝静まった。動くなら今だ。
あやつらはすでに自由。恐怖にとらわれておるのは己だ。
助けに来たぞ。
教えに従うか。私を試してんだろう。
いや、思い違うな。ここに囚われておる者を救いたいのだ。糸という女子はどこだ？
さあ、見たことない。
他の小屋であろうな。
来た。大高族が来たよ。
おい、ハルボ、どうした
次の番は猛虎か。俺が番を倒しておこう。その後逃げよ。
Hi, Omar. I'm gonna go to sleep soon too, Omar. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. Worked all day, made like $500. Hey, you wanna kill the hostages, Omar? That's with the tips. I was like $400 tips. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't mind working for the guy. He's good, you know. He treats me good, and he likes my work, man. He always wishes that I could do more. It was a 50th birthday. He always wishes I could do more for him, so I think, you know, who knows, maybe I will. I could step up my game. I personally, Omar, he loves my footage. He even told me, he's like, I don't know what you did on that wedding footage. He's like, back in, was June, early June. He was like, I don't know what you did in that wedding footage. He's like, but he's like, every moment was great, man. He's like, he's like, I booked like 6 jobs because of that, he said. He's like, and he tells me, if you can ever get over your anxiety conditions, like where you can work for me more, he's like, I'd have you working all the time, Dave. He's like, you know that. I'm like, I don't know. Just fucking like, I could probably step it up. You know what I mean, Omar? I don't, like, here's the thing, like, I know I could probably make a ton of money, Omar, but I'll never have free time anymore. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, I actually, like, I know I could do it. I've done it in my 20s, like in my mid to late 20s. I used to work all the time. I was making mad money. I'm actually not doing too bad right now. Like, financially, I'm okay. I mean, well, I'm not rich or anything, but I have a decent savings, decent stocks, so I'm doing okay, but I could be doing better, but that means I'd have to work a lot more. And I don't know, you know, I hold back a bit. So we'll see in the future. Fiverr low key? What the hell are you talking about?
逃がしてやる。
よかった。兄さんはどうなりましたか？
すでに助けた。逃げよう。お主を待っておるぞ。
他の人は欺かれてただけで殺される道理はありません。
猛虎は始末し全身と語らねば。二度とあってはならんことだ。
命までは取らないで。良い方だったんです。
That is what it is, Omar. You know, I just take life every day as they come, you know, Omar? That's all I could do. I'm just happy for the couple of friends I have, like you, and... Well, the fact that I can fucking operate the Canon R5 and R6 is pretty damn, I gotta give myself credit. Like, you ever look at those things? You go on YouTube, you type in Canon R5 and Canon R6, very expensive cameras, Omar. Like, I could operate them fairly well. Like, I know the settings in and out. I'm pretty good with them. I gotta show you a video. I gotta show you, like, I gotta have my boss, like, film me or somebody film me while I'm on the fucking camera. You're gonna laugh. I got my headphones on. I got that shit all fucking... You know, I get very into it, Omar. Like, I'm very, I'm a videographer, Omar. You know, that's what I do. That's where I make my money, you know? And then, so, I mean, no, it's cool, though. I have fun with it. Wait, where's that kid move? I don't even know what the hell you talk about Fiverr low-key. What the fuck? Omar, what does that mean? If you have an R8, yeah? How much was it? Also, do you have like lenses and things for it? Like, we have all sorts of attachments for it too. We have a battery arm. We have a shoe handle, which is basically like for XLR cables, for DJ mixing machines. We got what the fuck is that called? The something 70 lens. I forgot the name of it. It's kind of like a pretty solid lens. It's like a couple of $1,000. RF70, I think it's called, the lens. And, you know, we have a lot of stuff. All the attachments for it is it's around like 10,000. Plus, I have my own synthesizer audio stuff, which is like close to 400 each. I have a body pack. I got 3 things. I got a body pack for lapel mics if I need to mic up a priest. I have a... Yeah, no, Derek, Omar, that's expensive. R8s are... anything above an R3 is expensive. But anyway, long story short, we got an RF70 lens. We have, like I said, the Tascam shoe handle. That's like 500. The lens is like a couple of thousand. I think it's like 2-something, the lens. We have the camera itself is 7,000. And, you know, then we also, like I said, the audio devices. They're 3 of mine, actually, that I use, which is a synthesizer receiver, a synthesizer transmitter, a transmitter block that you can plug into a microphone, or you can use an XLR cable into a RCA or an XLR to an XLR, like a female XLR to a male XLR, and we use that in the DJs, so I get the complete audio channel of the mixer, but then I also get the boom mic on the camera, so I get 2 audio signals, which makes the video come out very professional, right? You get the crowd cheering, but you also get the music and the DJ talking very clear. If I'm working and I'm not using our DJs, like sometimes I do videos where we're not using our DJs, then I have to like I have to actually put my transmitter microphone, my synthesizer transmitter. Like I said, each one of these things are like $300 each. I got to put that on a microphone stand next to a speaker to get the other signal. It's kind of a shitty way to do it, but sometimes I don't trust other people's equipment. But when it's our company, I trust our equipment, so I'll plug into the mixer. So I do all of that stuff, Omar. Like I drive to places and stuff. I mean, this is what I do. So it's like, again, I don't have to work. See, what I like about this job, Omar, is as you can tell, I don't have to work much, right? But when I do work, I make a lot of money in one day. You know, like there are days I make $700-800. There are days I make $400-500. There are days, you know, when I do something, and then when I hand in edits or things like that, I'm always making money with that too. So I have an overall decent, like, you know, income, but you know, so I'm not really worried right now that much about stepping up my game, because if I stepped up my game, yeah, I could probably make double the money, maybe even triple the money. I could definitely, no, I mean, if I continue down this path, look, Omar, if I didn't have a video game addiction, and this is the truth, if I didn't have a video game addiction, I could probably be making like a lot of money, Omar, like over $130 grand or something easily. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I could probably I could have a house by now, most likely, if I didn't have a video game. But I'm fucking retarded because I have a video game addiction. Like, I work to make what I can afford, which is like my car, the rent I pay, and pretty much like my phone bills and things like that, my computer payments or whatever I have to pay, and have a couple extra bucks to buy like games and stuff like that, and food, of course. But, you know, and also I could even save, right? Like, I also save too. So it's like, not only that, I save on top of it, because when I used to go out drinking and stuff, that's where I would spend my saving money a lot of times. I used to go to the bar like every week. I don't do that no more. So I play video games a lot now, and that's kind of like my addiction. So because of my video game addiction, I probably could be doing a lot better, but again, I don't really like to, my problem is I don't like to work, Omar. Like, you know, I have like, I'm a decent worker if I want to, but I'm not the best person, like, when it comes to wanting to work. That's my problem. Like if you force me to work, I'm always going to do a good job, because I believe in doing a good job, because it's like your reputation is based on doing a good job. But if you wanted me to work all the time, it ain't going to happen. And they know that. The people that I work with, the agencies I work with 3 agencies, for Pete's sakes. That it's not just one guy. I work with a lady that books me too. The whole thing is like, but they know I don't like to do too much. Like, they know, if like, oh, can you handle Saturday, Sunday, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I'll be like, look, I can do Friday and Sunday. They'll be like, oh, you can't do Saturday? Like, no, but I'll do Friday and Saturday, like Friday and Sunday. Like, that's how I do things. Like, I don't kill myself. I don't, like, you know, I don't believe in taking everything you can get. That's me. People like Steven, who's working now for, I think, his sister's husband. He's like managing a club right now. Steven is working every job he can get. Okay, so he's working every other day. Steven's working now. Like, he's working. He was off for a while, right? He got laid off. He was off for a while. Now Steven's working every single job he can get. He's the type of guy that will take every job he can get. I'm not that guy. I was that guy. I'm not that guy no more. I value my free time now, you know? And I know it sounds kind of like stupid. Like some people feel like, here's a common misconception in life where people think, and take this as real advice I'm giving you for the future, but I don't know if it's good advice, but I'm going to give you advice and you take it how you want it. There are people in life, and I'm sure your parents might be one of them, that will tell you, take any opportunity you can and give it a shot no matter what. which means always take a job, always do this, always do that, like always never say no to nothing, right? This is the type of mentality they try to put on people. Now, my problem with that is, yeah, that could be a good thing, but it can also burn you out quick. And you can say, well, why Drifblim? Why could that burn you out quick? Because I have seen so many people, bro, that have like no lives whatsoever because they work 24/7. They just don't. They're not happy, and they get so invested in their job that it's like that's all they know how to do. They don't have fun. They don't experience anything. They just, yeah, they sometimes have nice relationships with other people and things like that. But it's you have to. In life, like I have a good friend David who's a court stenographer, and he makes like good money, but he don't work every job, right? He's not like Steven. He won't be like Steven or some other people who will work every job. Where David he'll take jobs off too, but he makes good money on the jobs that he makes. I would say you want to do something like that. And my father kind of is the same way. Like my father had opportunities to become a CEO of like a bank and this, that, and he was a vice president of loan management, and he decided to stick with being a vice president of loan management because the CEOs would always be under pressure from the board of directors. Board of directors is a group of people from the neighborhood, like owners of like certain type of shops and stuff that would gather in a meeting and get people fired if they didn't like you and stuff like that. Now, a CEO, you would make six figures at that time. This was going back in the 90s. Like, if you made six figures in the 90s, you were fucking set. Okay? Now, but he said, but the problem is that, yeah, you would be making $250,000 a year back in 2000, right, Omar? You know how much money that is? But he would always tell me the problem with that was you were at the mercy of the board of directors. Your job was crazy. You had a lot of responsibility, and just none of the CEOs were happy, and they were always getting fired. A lot of them were getting divorces all the time. Things like fucked up things. They were not happy people. Yeah, they made a decent amount of money, but for a short period of time, and they weren't happy. You can easily burn yourself out in any job if you take too much on. I'm telling you right now. Now, not all the time. I'm not saying everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different workload they can take. But what I'm saying is you have to find in you the right balance of work and leisure. Okay? Some people do it a little more than others. Like, I could probably do a little more than I do. I'm not lying. But you have to find that right balance. And a lot of people don't know how to find that balance. It's like politics. It's like all right, all left, all right, all left, right? It's the same thing with this. It's like take on every job that's given to me. Every opportunity I get, take a shot. Or I miss out on everything. Fear of missing out, FOMO, whatever, right? And it's like, what are you really missing out on? Opportunities all the time? It's like, okay, opportunities are great, I guess, at times. But opportunities also take you away from other opportunities or other things. Like, you could be doing something else that you like, but now you're jumping on an opportunity. An opportunity once in a lifetime. I have to take it. It's like, okay, I get it. If it's an opportunity once in a lifetime, take it. But don't just take any opportunity given or shown at you. Because by doing that, you could put yourself in a very unhappy situation that you start to get stuck in. You ever see people that feel trapped in their jobs and hate their lives, or they're trapped in situations? Those are people who took opportunities at any given chance. And guess what? Some of those opportunities didn't lead out pretty good. They didn't pan out good. Okay? That happens too. I've seen it. So at the end of the day, you have to be able to balance out. That's why I always say, like, don't worry about it. I don't care what anybody listens to me when I say this. Don't worry about getting the fucking straight A's in high school, bro. And I'm fucking dead serious when I say that. Like, you worry so much about the straight A's in high school, this fucking that, this and the other thing. Just get the goddamn degree and figure your life out from there. Like, don't have a childhood, man. You know? You understand what I'm saying, Omar? Like, have a fucking childhood. Like, keep that. It is strong, man. You have to, like, the next couple of years in high school, you're going to be getting swamped with shit. I'm not saying you don't need to pass and everything. I'm not saying you don't need to, you know, you have to pass. I'm never going to tell you to drop out or do anything stupid. But what I am going to tell you is don't fucking stress out to the point where you're literally, your parents are thinking you're going depressed and you're coming home and you're falling asleep and everybody's like, you just go in your room and this, that, because what's really, you're not enjoying life. You're letting your childhood slip by because the fucking retards in the dumb school system are trying to make it seem like that getting an A in Godly's class is the end all be all to your future, when it's fucking not. It's a joke, Omar. You just get the goddamn degree. Nobody's ever going to look at your fucking high school education, and you're just going to literally go to college or go to a trade school, learn a skill in something, and get a fucking job. That's it. That's what fucking happens in life. This dreaming bullshit that they pour in the fucking heads of kids and stuff is like 99% bullshit. Okay? Yeah, it happens once in a while to somebody here and there. You get a fucking astronaut or something. But what I'm trying to say is it's like 98% bullshit, Omar. Like, that's what you have to listen to me. You don't have to act on it, but take it in your head. Okay? And I'm telling you this like as like a friend, man. You don't want to, like, you know what I mean? You want to have your childhood. Always remember that. Like, don't fucking stress out over getting A's on fucking everything, really. I mean, like, I mean, you say yup, but you don't listen half the times. I know you don't, but hopefully one day you will. But what you have to realize is, I know people who dropped out of high school who do very well. I mean, they got their GEDs, of course. You have to have it, obviously. You have to get a GED if you're ever going to do that, because GED is kind of like a diploma. They won't let you do it. Like, you can't go to college and do anything without a GED. But I know people who dropped out of high school do very well. I know people who graduated high school and don't do shit. I know people who graduated college and don't do nothing with their degree. Or do hardly anything. I know a guy who has a business. I know two guys who have business degrees who don't fucking do anything with it. Their degrees are collecting dust. They're working in a bullshit job that has nothing to do with their degree. 100%, Omar. Their job at the moment has nothing to do with the degree. Actually, I know 3 people, now that I'm thinking about it. 3 people that have bachelor's or master's. I think bachelor's at the minimum. No, wait, 4 people. Hold on, 4 people. 5 people. Oh, my God, I know 5 people. 5 people who have bachelor's or possibly a master's degree who are in careers that, like, there's nothing has to do with the degree. Nothing. The degree is completely different. One has a bachelor's in teacher, as a teacher, and is a photographer. Full-time photographer, bachelor's in a teacher degree. Well, why you're not a teacher? Didn't want to do it. I didn't like the money or whatever. Got good grades. Didn't have much of a childhood. Now is a photographer. Okay. That's one person. What's the other person? One person has a degree in computer science. Master's degree. Right. You know what that person does, Omar? The person with the master's degree in computer science? What do you think they do for a living? They're a DJ. That's the person I work for. He has a master's degree in computer science. Does he use his computers at all? Does he use that degree at all? No, because he runs his own business. He invested capital to run his own business, and he had to take out loans and all that stuff, and he did it, and he became successful. Nothing to do with his computer science degree. He actually regrets going to college, my boss, and says that I would have not did it. He's like, I learned a bit about computers, but the amount that I use computers is nothing compared to the degree I got. And he said, and it's like, he's like, what the fuck? If I would have known, I wouldn't have paid all that college debt that he owed. Boom, right there. Successful business owner, nothing to do with his college degree. That's two. So, okay, a photographer that has a degree in teaching, full-time photographer, full-time business owner with a master's in computer science that has nothing to do with computers. Let's see what else we got here. Another guy. Another guy with a fucking master's, right? Has a master's degree, and he's a science teacher, believe it or not. He used to be a science teacher, right? Guess what he's doing now? He was a science teacher for like a couple of years, hated every minute of it. He's in sanitation now, Omar, a garbage man. He makes more money. I could fucking apply to be in sanitation and get that job. Me! And I don't have any fucking master's degree. This guy spent all this money in college debt for a master's degree, and he's making 6 figures and insurance benefits in sanitation, and guess what? He didn't need any degree to go in sanitation. Because you know why, Omar? New York City sanitation in New York City is a lot of money. Look it up. He somehow got in. He applied. It took him a while, but he got in. He quit his fucking teacher job. Wow. There goes another degree down the drain. Oh, I could name a bunch, Omar. So what I'm trying... Look, now this is not everybody. But what I'm trying to say, Omar, like, school pushes it so hard for you to get good grades and straight A's and everything and blah, 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 blah. When a lot of it is a scam, Omar. It's a scam. The colleges want to fucking take money from you. Now, do think if you go to college for a particular skill that you're 150% sure you're going to go into that field? Okay, then once you get to college, then I'd say focus on that and get a good GPA. But honestly, to kill yourself in high school, get the fuck out of here. And then on top of it, like, you know, again, you're going to have choices. Like, if you want to become like an electrician, let's just say, right? Electricians make good money and have good insurance and stuff like that. You don't need... you have to be an apprentice, and you have to all these things, but you're not going to want to go to college if you're going to be an electrician. You're going to work as an apprenticeship if you can get a way in, and then you eventually become a full-time electrician, and you make good money and have good insurance benefits as an electrician. And guess what? Again, another skill-based job that makes good money, that people with college degrees leave their job to go to that job. I know whatever they're teaching you in school doesn't seem like they would ever say what I'm telling you, but the thing is, one thing about me, Omar, I tell it real. You know that? I mean, Omar, do you think I'm lying to you, or what? I know sometimes you think I'm lying to you, or like I'm talking you out of shit. I'm not talking you out of shit. At the end of the day, Omar, you can do whatever you want. I always say, like, yeah, I'm not going to ever tell anybody what to do. You think people who are successful with real estate have good fucking college degrees? There's a lot of jobs out there, Omar. There's a lot of jobs out there that don't require the best college degrees. Okay? Now, again, if you're going to go into certain jobs like, I don't know, you want to be a doctor or something, or you want to be some form of, like, you know, one of those like peculiar jobs that requires a degree, yes, you need degrees for those jobs. So you want to be a doctor? Yes. There's no way being a doctor without a college degree. Like, that's 100%. But that's only if you want to be a doctor. Like, you see what I'm saying, Omar? Like, there's some jobs that require college degrees and other jobs that really don't. You may need an associate degree, possibly for some entry-level jobs. That used to be the thing. Like, you need an associate's degree to become a New York City police officer, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I'm hearing a lot of times you don't need these fucking degrees half the times, but who the fuck knows? Like, there are certain degrees, don't get me wrong, there's certain jobs out there that may require you to have a certain amount of credits in college. Possibly a year or two, tops. Like some city jobs, not many. Okay? I think a police officer in New York, you might need an associate, which is like nothing. You can bang an associate out in like a year. It's fucking, please, like 6 months, and it's like one of the easiest degrees out there. So that's like even a dummy can get an associate's degree. That's nothing. But like, that's if you wanted to be a New York cop. I mean, they make good money, New York City cops. But like, you know. But what I'm trying to say, Omar, like, a lot of jobs don't require that college degree. Now, I'm not saying you don't go to college. I think you should go and get a basic degree at the very least, so you can open up your city job or your government jobs, you know, a little bit. But at the same time, when it comes to, like, the pressure that the school system puts onto you, don't fucking take it that serious, man. Just pass. Do your homework, do your labs, whatever the fuck they give you, pass. You don't need to fucking get like, oh, crazy, I'm not getting an A in this class. It's like, really, Omar? Like in high school, bro? Bro, look at me, bro. I fucking dropped out of high school. Got my GED very fast in like 6 months. I actually had a GED before my friends were graduating, believe it or not. So I was like graduated in a weird way before them, but with a GED. But people say, oh, GED is not as good as a diploma, right? You'll hear that from all sorts of teachers. Guess what? It's the same thing. The GED, it doesn't matter. Omar, I got into the Purdue College so fucking quickly with this fucking GED. It's not even funny, bro. And then they say to you like, oh, colleges don't want to take you with a GED. Dude, a college that's going to charge like $100,000 is going to fucking take you, especially in this terrible economic state, like regardless of what you fucking have. Like, you have to have a GED or a high school diploma, but they will take you because colleges want your fucking money. End of discussion. Whenever you hear people say colleges won't take you, all right, that's what the teachers don't tell you. The teachers will tell you, well, you know, if you want to get into a good college like Harvard or MIT, you have to have fucking blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, yeah, dream for the stars, yeah. Or you want to be practical and have a fucking life. Please. These fucking psychopathic teachers. I'm tired of them, believe me. They're all nuts teachers, in my opinion. Look what they do. They screw their students, half of them. Please. Oh shit, fucked up. Damn it, I wanted to make that epic. I wanted to have like an epic showdown. Oh, alright, we're right here. Let's do it. Do it again. Omar, you think I lied to you, Omar? Am I trying to steer you the wrong way? I bet you if your father listened to me, he'd probably be like, oh, don't listen to him, he's not a good person. I'm just saying, Omar, like, have a childhood. That's all I'm saying. Is that a terrible thing to say to somebody? Have a childhood? Omar, I try not to tell you bad advice if I can for my age. I try to give you advice that's, reasonable to some degree. For an older man who can try to steer you in the right way, or a little bit of the right way. Know what I mean, Omar? Omar. Wait, recover ammo for your currently equipped. Wait. Iron Will? Is that like... Hold on a second. That's a good charm, Homer. Alright, Omar, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep soon too, so. Alright, I'm probably like only be up for like a half hour more or something. Alright, 20 minutes maybe, alright. Alright, Omar.
ちの記憶にはそこがなかったぞ。己はいずれ狂い死ぬ定めだ。
全て幻、惑わされるな。
Смертурну чинну лепче. 칭하라고! Vartila Harshin! Zipsegay Bimstad! Alek Bochich! Zosho! What's that? Can't wait till Nigali! Чадна! Туслы! Випе, Винпен!
母上が生きておればこの地をめでたかもな。最後の曲を奏でよう、母上のため。今はの木は、父上は鹿のそばに母上を運び、俺はこの曲を吹いた。風変わりな調べであったが、俺が作った曲。母上は目を開け微笑んだ。心の内を全て明かしたかったのだが、しなかった。聞こえたから物言わずとも伝わると。
おやお侍。
生倉で戦うつもりか。太刀はいくらでも汚せ、その分傷は減る。
あんたみたいな男に脆い鎧は合わないよ。
おやお侍。
検事、何をしておる。
検事とは誰のことだ。
まずいんです。ここにいるって知られたらあっという間に殺される。
では厄介を起こさずに済むな。対馬へ渡る時が来たら
あっしが真っ先に乗りますって。
あれ以来猛虎の境が夜な夜な頭の中で響いてる。
きっとその境で俺たちに呪いをかけてる。藪から出てきたと思ったら、一人で万平を3人も切ったんだ。
ああ、聞いたよ。蛇を見て逃げたって噂がな。
聞いたか。天蔵たちはこの道を通ってきたらしい。
あの道通れるのか。潰されたと思う。
人を守りたいならせめて鎧は整えなきゃね。
侍が相手だったら策を練られるんだけどな。
もうこの侍のように
何を言ってんのさ。主がいるわけでもないくせに。
でも夫ならいるよ。
夫は夫。それに百姓。それとも百姓が侍の戦に加わるってのか。
もうこの奴ら春に来たらよかったのに。
なんで空を見つめてるんだ。
大雨を降らせて猛虎を流してくださいって祈ってんだ。
俺らも流されるぞ。
アホ、俺らには地の利がある。逃げられるさ。
フカは力を示した
私らだって戦えるじゃん。
根負けさせる気だろうな。
俺は騙されてるのかな。仲間を連れ戻す。
悪くはねえがよくもねえな。
に行くつもりかよ。己を過信するなよ。
少しはやるようだ。一日も早く海に出たい。
う